What it is, everybody. My name is Mr. Info 5000, and I want to talk about some topics. So, I want to talk about today was the natural order of things. And what I mean by the natural order of things is the natural order of things in life. Or you can call it a biblical sense. I'm not highly religious at all. I do believe in a higher power. Whether that higher power is, you define that for yourself. I'm not going to find it for me or you or anybody else. I just do believe that there is a higher power. And it's mostly within yourself. So the natural order of things, I think, is, and I know, is the man, the woman, and the child. And the reason I think that's if we really take an introspective look as to, have you ever asked yourself, well, why am I here? If you haven't asked yourself why you're here, you probably should. I think the reason that I am here is to procreate. Because what is there to do? What else is there to do? God has gave us discernment. We are the only creatures that can reason. That He put on this place, this earth. There may be many more earths and this, that, and the other, but what we got to focus on is why we're here. And I think the reason that we're here is to procreate, to sustain life, to continue life, to make things better, which is bigger than anything else that I can think about. To make things better. Better. Look up the definition of better. That's why we're here. So we can think about all of the things that's going on today. I think it goes against why we were put here. So if you think about abortion, there was so much of an uproar that's going on today, like the Roe v. Wade, this, that, and the other. It basically says you can kill your unborn children whenever you want. That shit's crazy to me. I was a part of an abortion at the time. It just was what it was at the time. Today, I wouldn't have did that shit. Absolutely not. It would not even been a question. I was in a situation like, if you don't want the baby, at that time, I couldn't even take care of the baby. Today, I don't give a fuck. You having that baby, if you don't want it, that baby gonna be with me. Peace, deuces. We're not gonna be together, but I'm gonna take care of that baby. But that's who I was, that's not who I am. And so, which leads me to the Roe v. Wade leak. It's not even a decision at this point. It simply means, it does not mean that you cannot get an abortion. I know a lot of you people are thinking that that's where it's going, but with the Democratic controlled government, pretty much, White House, Congress, Senate, they think that it's going that way. It doesn't mean you can't get an abortion. It simply means you may have to go to a different state, which in most cases, it's the next state over, and you can do it there. But I look at some of these protests that's going on. These people are coming. They went to Joel Osteen's church, which is one of the biggest churches in the country. They took off their clothes. They had handprints all over their body. Dirty underwear. I don't know what that's about. And they were protesting about Roe v. Wade in particular. Come on, y'all. It's not that you can't get an abortion. It just means it's left up to the states as opposed to a federally mandated decision. Quit playing. Y'all know what this stuff is about. Y'all know what this stuff is about. What are these protests about? There was a protest at a basketball game. It was a WNBA basketball game in a 20,000 seat arena that the attendance was about 3,200 people, and they had a protest there. Well, protests are effective in crowds. How effective do you think you were in a 20,000 seat arena that had 3,200 people? But a lot of people are talking about it, so maybe you were really, really effective. But I don't understand why you have to be so extreme. Why you have to be so extreme about killing babies? Here's why. You change the definition of babies. You change the definition, you say a baby is not a baby until whatever point you decide that it's a baby. It is a baby at this certain week or that certain week. It's a clump of, I even heard this, oh my gosh, this is so sad. They said it's a clump of cells. A clump of cells. That shit is sad. That's satanic. A clump of cells from the point of inception. Conception. Maybe I used the wrong word. I don't know. I think it's conception. From the point of conception, it is a living being. Pretty much like a plant. Do you talk to your plant? Do you water your plant? If you have any plants. If you don't, well, you should. It is a living, breathing thing. From the point of conception. From the point to where the wigglies and squigglies water through all of that and the one gets to that egg, it's a life. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you believe. That's a fact. If you believe in science, that's what it is. I'm not going to argue that. I will not argue that. In a lot of science, I know it's swayed in one way or the other, but I do believe that you put it in there, you get to the point, squigglies get there, it punctures it, it does it, that one or two, or I don't know how many it takes. Twins, triplets, sextuplets, whatever you want to talk. Sextuplets, that's a weird term anyway. Ugh, sextuplets. But that's what it is. That's conception. And it's a life from that point. And we can wonder, we can figure out what's going to happen from that point. But conception, it's a life, whether it's a minute, a week, a month. So there are some states that will allow you to kill your baby after it's born. What type of sick shit is that? Who would do that? Who the fuck would do that? I tell you who'll do it. Satan will do it. Could it be, I don't know if you guys ever paid attention to Saturday Night Live skit. Could it be Satan? That shit was funny as hell. Dana Carvey, I think was his name. That shit was funny as hell. Satan, he would do this skit, and anything and everything he would attribute it to Satan. It might not have anything to do with that, but that's what he did. That shit was funny. Go look that up. Dana Carvey, Saturday Night Live. But I think that's gonna be it for this video, because what we have going on today, we really have to, I think it's about compartmentalizing things that we think. And I think it's much of, does this make sense? Will this work in my life? Will this affect me short term, long term? We have a lot of issues to discover and discuss, because what's going on this damn light I got is bright. I ain't gonna even play with you. I hope I'm not squinting. But we have to look at these things. This shit is serious. What affects us most is more local elections, but as we can see with these gas prices and $3 for a dozen of eggs, this shit is affecting us locally. Let's stop fucking playing. And understand what this is. This is a correction from when all the money was given out, all the extra food stamps given out, which some of the food stamps are still getting given out, and all that type of shit. Go to work. Get your ass up and go to work. I understand that you don't want to listen to someone's company rules, someone's company policy, and this, that, and the other. No, none of us want to do that. But for what about 6 months? What about a year? What about 2 years? Give into the company policy, get your plan together, and get out from under these people's company rules, these people's company policies, and all of the shit that they are subjecting you to do. Because if you're gonna work for anybody, you work for me, you're gonna do what I need you to do. That's just the way it is. You work for anybody else, you're gonna need what you need them to do. Whether it's a mom and pop business, or whether it's a Fortune 500 company, or whatever the case may be. My point is that do what you need to do. Get yourself together to where that's not even an option to even go work for somebody else. Get yourself in a position to not even work for somebody else. You can tell me if there's something wrong with that. You can tell me if there's something wrong with that, because there's all type of opportunities out there. I understand gas prices. Today, gas prices was $5.23 for regular. And from things that I've seen, it's gonna go up higher and higher. That shit sucks. Because I remember putting up a Facebook post, it was some years ago, and for premium that I had to put in my Cadillac, because they say Cadillacs only take premium. It was $3.35. And it was so important to me, I had to put up a Facebook post about it. $5.20 whatever cent I said. What the fuck? And they said it's not gonna get any better. Look, I don't know. But I think I do know. And I will share this in a subsequent video after this one. But for this video, that's gonna be it for now.